So in this video, I want to talk about Moonlit Fantasy again, because one of the things that I want to discuss about is two things. One, a bit of drama over the recent episodes, but I also want to clarify some information because some information has been brought to my attention because, of course, I haven't read beyond Volume 1 because it's the only English legal volume so far, but there is some information that was... see it as cut content that was cut out of the anime that explains something that some of the fans are quite upset about, and that is to do with the outfit of the female hero. So for those that saw the recent episode, she kind of throws her outfit out and it's very risque, very fun stuff, and that upset a lot of people, which I get, but also the fact is that you got to kind of think also how the goddess is like, and that's the thing. So straight away, you see the hero, she throws her outfit off, and it's very risque, it's very fan servicey, as I noted, and even the hero itself does not like the outfit. So that's one thing that people need to understand. It's kind of skimmed over because she doesn't really show a disdain. She kind of like goes, oh yeah, this is the outfit, you know, with the magical name or whatever. But for those that do not know, she was given that by the goddess. Now, if you understand the goddess, which is pretty apparent even in the anime, it's a little bit more apparent in the light novels, even in the first volume, the goddess has a real fixation on beauty. Beauty, beauty, beauty. That's why she hates the main male protagonist that we follow, because he's not attractive. She is attractive, and she has this obsession about glamorizing and showing it to the world, and of course she is the hero, so the goddess has given this outfit, and it's very raunchy, it's deliberate. The goddess has this fixation about making her pretty much flaunt her attractiveness out for the eyes. So for those that complain, oh well, it's just fan service shoved there for the sake of it, no, the goddess is very much the one that's doing this, and it makes sense from a story standpoint because of the goddess's fixation on beauty and showing that beauty and the, you know, the risque or the flauntiness of flesh. It makes sense. Now, whether people want to agree that, you know, oh well, that makes sense, and some people will still say, oh well, it just shouldn't exist, I think it makes sense from the story standpoint to show just how extreme and weird and out of control the goddess is. That also being said, I could see some people still complaining because any fan service is bad fan service in their eyes. It happens in most animes, and so I could definitely see this becoming a bigger hot topic issue later on. But that is definitely some cut content that I was told that was the case. I'm sure I will find out more about that in the coming year or so when more of the volumes come out, depending on how fast they are. But I don't really see so much of an issue of it. When I was watching the episode and I saw it, I was kind of like, this is probably something she was forced to wear by the goddess. Because you got to remember, when all that happened, she did bestow stuff to them. Like, she notes on that in the early stages of the series in season 1 that she kind of bestowed like blessings and armor and all kinds of fancy stuff to them to make them stronger. But again, they're still not strong enough to defeat the demons, so she's having to rely on another person that she doesn't particularly like to help them out, which is why this whole situation is so fun and crazy. I'm really loving the episodes. I'm really looking forward to the future episodes. I will say, though, the only downside is I really wanted more volumes to come out sooner of the English release, so I could at least get an idea of the differences between the anime and the light novel while it was currently airing, just because videos do better when you're talking about something in current relevancy. But irrelevant to that, I will continue to talk about the light novels even after this is aired. So if you want more Moonlit Fantasy content, I will be doing that after season 2, and I anticipate that there will be a season 3. As far as other stuff goes, like all the war and stuff and the main hero, I love that, not the main hero, the, as I call him, the fake hero. I love how quick-tempered he is. Like, as soon as his main like big group attack did not work, instantly loses his patience. Now, I am more curious about his special little attack that isn't part of a blessing. They did kind of go over it a little bit. I kind of want to know more about it. There seems to be something very nefarious at play. Maybe it's very much he's become corrupted, and potentially maybe there's stuff that's going wrong with him as a hero. I'm very curious. I'm sure someone in the comments will lay down the web novel information, like the big web novel fans that they are, but I'm just looking forward to seeing more of it in the light novels, because clearly there is stuff that's skipped, and that's fine. You're never going to get a one-to-one of an anime to a light novel. and it encourages me to read the light novels and talk about them. But it does make me curious to see where that kind of situation goes. And then, of course, you've got apparently I say it wrong, but a little spider girl, her trying out some of her abilities and stuff, like the kind of the gun little thing. I thought that was cute and adorable. She's kind of practicing all that kind of stuff out. Makes it look like she's struggling, which is what I think actually is kind of clever about the story. Even though these characters are super overpowered, they do try to do things in a funny, weird way to try and impress their master. So they kind of like handicap themselves. It's just fun. I really love it. I am also curious at why certain people are doing things in the way they are, particularly the dragon chick. I'm looking forward to that rematch, because clearly they are going to have a rematch, but the fact that she left the other hero to live, things are going to play out quite interestingly. Very excited indeed, because we don't have too many episodes left. We got episode 22, 23, 24, 25, so only 4. We're getting near to the end of this season, but things are really starting to heat up, which is why I think it's interesting, because I've seen so many people complain about this episode, being like, this is a waste of episode. It's like, how? There's so much going on in this episode. A lot of action, a lot of character building, a lot of interesting revelations. There's all kinds of cool stuff going on, but yet for some reason people aren't happy. And especially the fan servicey part, people really got upset about, which I guess I can understand because of the fact that there was cut content that explains the context to it, but I still feel like even with the context, people would still complain. And I've learnt that over the years that a lot of anime fans, even if it is explained thoroughly, they still will not care. You look at shows like Mushoku Tensei, Shield Hero, Overlord, you name it. There is a bunch of other series out there where when something's fully explained, they still complain. It's just never good enough. So I think at the end of the day, if the show really bugs you that much, I'm sure there's other shows out there that you can watch. But I'm personally enjoying it. Really looking forward to what the future episodes have entailed. And I'm, again, looking forward to the future light novel releases so that I can see what the difference is between this current story playing out and what's in the light novels. So again, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What did you think of this episode overall? The heroes, the main protagonist rocking up at the end, the goddess herself, and definitely what your opinion is on the whole situation with the fan servicey section. Again, it's just silly that it turned into a controversy. I'm not surprised. I did read some comments that got pretty wild with people getting very agitated, but it makes sense. I kind of figured as much before even reading about it being cut content. I just knew straight away when I saw it. I was like, this just seems like something the goddess would force on them, because of the fact that the way she worded it, that it was like a special outfit that was kind of bestowed kind of attitude. I was like, yeah, this is probably given from the goddess, forced upon her, just to kind of throw some fans at it, because again, the goddess has a fixation on beauty. That is her fixation. So very much looking forward to seeing where that goes. Again, love to know your thoughts, but if you like this video, hit the like, subscribe, and I'll see you beautiful nerds in the next video.